I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? It seems like every day it's something else. Sometimes you'll have to do things by yourself, 'cause I can't do it all for you. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? Will you go find someone else when you need some help? Will you tell them that they're doing it wrong? Well, I guess that's how it is. I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fancy as fuck.
Thank you. Yeah, dude. Like I said, you are the only person who owns that song besides the band currently. That EP won't be completely released until a couple more Black Friday. Yeah. Besides illness.
I'm saving my energy for the advocacy segment.
TJ, they say you're muted.
I am indeed muted. I had my own mic on OBS shut down. My bad, guys. So like I was saying, welcome, world first to everybody. If you ask real nice, we'll play it again at the end of the show. What I was doing was I was saying hello to everybody. So I'm just going to do this in a wee bit quicker version now. Toby, David Settle, Vega Vapor, Dustin Singer, Kenny B, Flarchak, who else? Wombatsky's out there, Thomas Hall, the Clown Puncher's in the house, Pippa,
Jeff.
Meter. Who else do I see out there? If I missed anybody, what's up? And GBV.
Probably already got it. What's up?
There you go. So through it quick. As I was saying a second ago, this is controlled chaos this week because I really didn't plan anything to talk about. Normally I have something, but this week I was slacking. Probably because I'm a little bit excited because I get rid of my kid all this fucking weekend.
Hallelujah.
Take him to my mother's house on Friday and not pick his ass up until Sunday. It's going to be great.
Here it starts.
TJ's about to stock up on whiskey and Viagra.
I don't need Viagra. All I need is whiskey. make you strong like bull.
I thought that was vodka.
Vodka?
Vodka.
Vodka?
One of it'll do it. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter which one, as long as one of them gets the job done. Now, since Fresh is saving himself for advocacy, I'm gonna let him just run with it. Run with it. Run. Free yourself.
Okay. Well, I mean, the week started off not so hot when we were sitting there, and President Trump and OMB, the Office of Management and Business, is that correct? Yes. They canceled the meeting that they had set aside with the vape community. Completely canceled it. And so generally what that is, it's a precursor to we're not going to do anything. We're not going to listen to you. We're going to ban everything anyway. And so that was a little disheartening to start hearing about Monday. So pretty much all week, everybody's been sitting around expecting a federal level flavor ban. And they're bouncing around like, we're only going to do tobacco flavors. We're only going to do mint, and we're only going to do menthol flavors. We're going to do tobacco mint menthol. And they just kept going and going and going. But as the week went by, different studies have gotten released. One study came out that showed the kids that vape are the ones that were going to smoke anyway. And so that it kind of cuts the gateway argument off, because it came out of a pretty reliable source. It came out of the CDC data. Everything, it was kind of everything that we've been saying getting thrown back in everybody's face, where people were saying that kids are gonna start smoking because of vaping. It turns out, like we've been saying all along, it's not fucking true. It's not true. And so it was the first of several studies that released this week. Just ideally timed studies. Just imagine the coinky dink that all these things start coming out as the flavor ban is coming down. It's ridiculous. So yeah, the CDC data pointed at what they say 25.7% of kids have vaped one time within the last 30 days. 25.7%. That's a little disheartening. 1 in 4 kids has vaped within the last month if they're in high school age. But that's not all that big of a rise from last year. Last year we were sitting at 23 point something, so it was kind of a nominal rise. And that the true number of kids who actually vape on the regular is right around 5%, where it's been for the last couple of years. So the data shows that everybody's in line again. Of course, the tobacco groups have been picking or the anti-tobacco groups have been picking and choosing the data, just cherry picking things, saying that 1 in 4 kids vapes. Not saying that it's 1 in 4 kids has vaped once. So they're cherry picking the data like they like to do. But luckily, there's enough people out there like Greg Conley who throw it in everybody's fucking face when they say, kids are smoking. They're moving from vaping to smoking. He's like, you're lying, and it's an epidemic. And he comes out and says, you're lying. It's not an epidemic. It's 5%. That's 1 in 20 kids. That's not an epidemic. So, yeah. So I mean, we've gotten good studies out of our own people for once in a just a magically timely manner, which just kind of irritates me, because that means the data has been sitting around for months, and they could have used it at any time, and they chose to do it at this point when vaping's in about the worst shape it's ever been. And so we come back around to the federal flavor ban. It was expected today. For those that weren't aware, it was kind of expected today. But the White House and OMB have backed off of what they were going to originally do, which was tobacco and menthol flavors, because the data pointed out, once again by Greg Conley to anybody that would listen, is that if you take away certain flavors, the kids that are using Juuls are just going to move to the next flavor. When you take away the mango, they move to the mint. When you take away the mint, they're going to move to the tobacco. You're by banning flavors, you're not taking anything away from them. You're just making them move to something else. And so there has to be a better solution. And so we're coming to a point where I'm not going to hit you with this wrench. I'm going to hit you with this 2x4, and you're going to like it because it's not the wrench. That's where we're coming down to. And the 2x4 is they're going to ban flavors everywhere but vape shops, which I'm kind of okay with. The wrench is that they're taking away people's right to choose. Again, and it's not right. None of this is right. None of the things that they're doing on a federal level is right. None of these things should come down to directives. None of these things should come down to the OMB. This should all come down to personal choice, as it should have all along.
The link I just dropped is about that exact that you're talking about, Fresh, about vape shops possibly being exempted.
Yeah. Oh, Bloomberg wants e-cigarettes only in pharmacies. That's where Bloomberg wants things. He wants the Sudafed solution, where you can still buy stuff in convenience stores. You just have to get it through a pharmacist. Fuck Mike Bloomberg. I get it. It's a solution. It would probably cut down on things, but you're still going to limit he still wants to limit everything down to tobacco flavors. He doesn't even want menthols, which I kind of get it. You think that tobacco is going to stop kids. It's fucking not. It's not. Like, if you took away Newports, I would have switched to Marlboro Lights. Like, you're not going to change things by taking things away. You're just going to move the demographic to somewhere else. And it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable fucking solutions. And the real solutions all along are put in place reasonable regulation. If you want to put shit in vape shops and pharmacies, fine. Fucking fine. I get it. But yeah, it's just been one of those weeks where you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, and the other shoe's dropping, but it's not as heavy of a boot. So, I mean, are we better off with, you can still have flavors but only in vape shops? Are we going to kill the online markets? What are we doing here? There's already a law going through right now to force people to sign 21 and over with the ID of the person that bought it. Like, that's already a solution. That's a much more reasonable solution than I'm going to take everything away and throw it in. You can only get stuff in a vape shop. It's the case of the wrench and the 2x4. Where, because it doesn't sound as bad, people are sitting there like, oh, we'll still be able to get shit in vape shops. One, you're only going to be able to get stuff in vape shops until May of 2020. Don't fucking fool yourself where we're at. The PMTA process isn't going away. Like, you're going to be able to get molecule lab stuff, and I hate to break it to you, the majority of the molecule lab stuff ain't that fucking great. So, don't, just because they're saying that we're going to let you have the vape shops, we're going to let you have them. That's not okay. It's not okay that we only have the vape shops. We should have the choices that we want. If you want to put some reasonable taxation in place, I'm all for it. If you want to go T21, I'm all for it. Just enforce the fucking laws that you have on the books before you start piling on senseless regulation. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Fuck you, OMB. Fuck you, Melania Trump. Especially fuck you, Melania Trump. Fuck you, Mike Bloomberg. Fuck anybody that's involved in this that refuses to look at scientific data that shows this is a healthier alternative. I'm fucking irritated, and people are going to roll over and take this one because they can still have the vape shops. You can sell the vape shops till May of 2020, and then we're in the exact same fucking place we're at right now. Fuck you for thinking that this is a reasonable solution, that this is something we should accept. No. Fucking no. There you go. Anybody else want to say something?
I have a question.
Sure.
So, devil's advocate here, say they push this bullshit through and they kill the online market altogether, and it's only brick and mortar. The only place you can get anything is in a vape shop or a pharmacy, which, again, not the worst thing in the fucking world, a certain degree of sense to it, but we'll just say, for argument's sake, that's how they make it going forward. once that's established and that's their decision that's going to end all this epidemic of kids vaping, do we get our fucking flavors back? Do we get the candy on the packaging because you have to go to a pharmacy or you have to go to a vape shop where you have to provide an ID? So can we have candy on a fucking package again?
For
Because
6
then
months.
it's completely eliminated from the kids. Yeah, oh, just for, until the 2020. But I'm saying, if that's the rule they're going to set, like, how is this going to work? Are we going to be able to go retroactive to things that were only for adults originally?
Nope.
Exactly. So if they're not going to let us do that, there's no reason to be okay with this negotiated settlement that they're trying to shove down.
It's not even negotiated. It's something they came up with on their own.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is all it's complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit, and people are getting happy about it. Don't be fucking happy about it. Don't be happy that they're letting you have the vape shops. They're just all they're doing is they're placating you for 6 fucking months. You still need to show up on November 9th. You still need to tell them, fuck you, no. No, 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 no. What you're doing is wrong. You're looking at the scientific data. You've been misleading the public. You've been fucking killing people, CDC/FDA/President Trump/First Lady. You've been fucking killing people. You've been killing people for the last 6 months because you knew where the shit was coming from and you used it. You need to go up there and you need to go to Washington, D.C. You need to be fucking angry. You need to be angry. Don't be placated by the bullshit that they're trying to roll down the hill on you. All it is, it's a little ball of shit right now. It's gonna be a big ball of shit by the time it hits you.
Real soon.
Fucking
It
Don't-
was real quick.
But I mean, there was one cool thing that came out this week, and that's the fact that one of the U.S. attorneys came out and said the FDA has the right to regulate tobacco and e-cigarettes. They have no right to regulate vape shops. So let vape shops do whatever, I suppose, but it's still bullshit.
Yeah, it's not the answer, but at least it's a step in the right direction. There's descendants from within.
I mean, it's the scientific data has been hitting the fan in the office. And this week we had not one but 2 anti-vape governors voted out because of their stance on vaping. 2
Mississippi.
voted out. And they were warned. They were warned about their stances and they were voted out by good margins too. So go ahead and take a look, government officials. Go ahead and take a look. Because if you anger a single issue voter, you're not going to placate the multi-issue voter by doing something else. A single issue voter is going to come out and vote fuck you. And that's exactly what we should all be doing. Vape philosophy.
So right now they're just dangling a carrot in front of everybody's face to get them to follow it until that 2020 date hits. They're gonna yank that fucking carrot away, and everybody's gonna be left standing their ass hungry.
Exactly. Be sitting there with the same stick up your ass they've been trying to jam up there the whole time. Do not take what they're doing. Do not take what they're doing. Do not take what they're offering. Give them a big fuck you and start voting people out. It's the only way anybody's going to listen to us. Lumi's reaction was priceless to what? Me hitting the table?
If you're not a registered voter at this point, you really should be.
Damn right you should
Get
be.
spooked easily.
Go out and be a single issue voter. Be a single issue voter, Lumi.
I'd like to consider myself somewhat there already. Like, I'm not gonna vote for somebody that's going to fuck with my shit. And I have the I voted sticker, and I have posted it alongside of the picture of my voter's card. Clearly, I'm not gonna vote for somebody who's going to try to kill me.
That's it. There you go. Be fired up. Be angry. It's okay to be angry. Just remember,
It is.
if you're not angry, or you're not worried, or you're not fired up about it, you're probably fucking wrong, or you're not paying attention to what's going on.
The freedoms are being fucking violated.
They are.
And
They're
we're
violating
supposed to be a country that is based on freedom.
Yeah. Life,
So-
liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, I
You're
want
allowed
to
to
be happy. 'Cause
pursue.
I
You're
don't
allowed
wanna-
to pursue your own happiness.
I don't want to fucking smoke cigarettes anymore. And I found something that will keep me alive for like a lot more years. And you're like, no, you can't have that. What about the children? Tell you what, I started smoking cigarettes when I was a child. I wish I didn't, but I did. You know, and this fucking worked. And it's
Was
I
it
want
a
to pound
mango
things too
flavored
fresh.
cigarette?
Absolutely not.
It's
It was a
fucking tobacco.
Marlboro Red. Yep.
Yeah, the IQOS is okay. The fucking IQOS is okay.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking not. I haven't had one, so I suppose I shouldn't badmouth it, but I'm still fairly certain that it's not fucking okay. Because they opened it up and the tobacco was burnt. It's burnt, motherfuckers.
Yep. We've basically perfected vaporizing. Like, I mean,
It's pretty much down pat. We pretty much got a grip on it.
you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, you don't need to have a tobacco plug. Like, you don't need that IQOS shit. You don't need it. We've already done it. It's infuriating. It's absolutely infuriating. I think I was telling you guys last week that I ran into some dude at the bar and he was like, "Bro, you're still doing that?" So I was vaping.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you talking about, dude? Bro, that's killing people." And I was like, "Man, listen." And I sat down and explained it to him, and he was kind of like, "Oh man, bro, I didn't even know that. No shit."
I have
And
the
I was like, "Yeah, dude,
conversation daily.
And I was like, "I
Daily.
make my own, dude." And he was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "I know exactly what goes into it. You don't have to. And if you buy it from the store, you're fucking safe. But when you're getting these illegal THC things from some kid in fucking Detroit who's making it in his basement and God knows what, obviously that's not a great idea." And he was like, "Wow, man." Like, you know, he had a moment like, holy shit.
Saw the light bulb go off for him.
Yeah, and then I was just telling him, you know, and then I was like, "Dude, there's a lot more to this. States and master settlement agreements and this and that. I don't want to fucking bore you, dude. Just know that fucking the government is trying to make us look bad because they're fucking losing money on it.
Yep. A lot of money.
People are quitting smoking left and right because they're realizing that they don't have to smoke cigarettes to get nicotine anymore.
People are making their own decisions is the problem.
Yeah,
They're not doing
because
what they
they're
were
free
assigned
to
to do
do
or what they were
that.
expected to do. They're making their own decisions and going a different direction than the government expected or planned for them to do, and it's throwing the whole fucking machine out of whack.
Yep. And that is exactly how fucking Trump got into office too. They
Yep.
expected something to happen, and everybody decided, nope, fuck you, we're gonna do what we want.
Yep. Now the whole machine's out of whack.
Yep. Yeah, it's not this time around. Not this time around. Like that last election was an eye opener for a lot of people. A lot of people.
Yeah, it was.
Think what you will about the guy. I mean, the economy is in a pretty good place. That's about all I'll say about this administration. The economy is in a pretty good place for the moment.
I was
It
gonna
won't
say,
last.
even that's temporary. Yeah.
It won't last.
It's propped up on fucking spaghetti sticks and held together with duct tape right now, but it's there.
Yeah. I've been telling anybody who's listening who's paying these outrageous housing prices. I'm like, dude, don't do it. Don't do it. Rent for a couple more years. I'm just saying.
Yeah, if
But-
it's feasible.
Yeah, but I mean, let's get out of the politics and get back to the politics of vaping,
right.
where our focus should be on before people start getting upset out there in the comments and trying to hit each other with various versions of the constitutions that have been rewritten over the years by people.
Oh yeah. And the earth is flat. Don't forget that.
I'm just saying that don't be a sheep. Don't let this little placation that they're throwing out there fool you. I mean, it's probably what's going to happen. I will say that it's probably what's going to happen. I fully expected it to come out anywhere from Monday till today. Every morning I wake up and check my phone, like, did they put it out? They put it out? Because it's happening. It's happening. A federal level flavor ban, at least in like convenience stores, is happening. It's happening. And it's not right. It never should have come to this. We never, like, vaping advocacy as a whole is so fucking disheartening because you tell people and we preach to the choir and you tell people on the street, you tell people and you change people's minds, but it never seems to get us anywhere. You know, we've been saying for damn near a decade now that it's a healthier alternative. It's something good, and it's been perverted into what it is. And people walking to you up on the street like, you know, that's going to kill you. Well, actually, I'm in a lot healthier place. Did you know I probably have just as much chance drinking my pamplemousse seltzer tonight? Pamplemousse.
Nice.
I probably have just as good a chance of dying from that as I do vaping, unless I'm a complete idiot with my batteries. So, no, the MSA never should have happened either, KBN, but it was a chance for us to get money. It was a chance for people to get money back then, and they didn't think about what was going to happen. And then the people who were in charge of the money didn't think what was going to happen, and so they gambled, and they lost. Universally, across the board, they lost. And now people who've made a good choice in their life are going to pay for it.
Well, the house always wins eventually. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
The house
it's
always
unavoidable.
wins.
You might be
Unless
ahead
you,
for a little
unless you
while.
burn the fucking house down.
Right.
Then nobody fucking wins. Damn right, it's made from real mooses. Vape Ross Vape. You damn right.
Mises.
That's right. It's only mooses with pompadours though. Those are the ones you have to extract. That's how you get pamplemousses.
Nice.
That's right. Everybody tell your vape story to your friends out there. Like, some people may not know how vaping changed your life. I don't know where the Lumi fan club meets up every night on Twitch. KBN.
I was gonna say, I think
Yeah.
the fan club clicked the wrong link.
Where were you? I was there.
Is she streaming on Twitch right now? It's entirely possible she
I don't
is.
know. Adrian comes into every channel and it makes me smile, and he says Lumi fan club section.
Oh, that's how we're getting people here now. All right. Oh, that makes more sense. So you sure
It works, it
fucking
works.
me.
I feel special.
If it puts butts in the seats, get her did.
That's right.
Maybe that's the key.
Does that mean they're going to be expecting TJ to yell about advocacy making him want to drag his ass across people's couch?
Maybe.
Fucking naked like a dog.
That's right. Just dragging your ass across Donald Trump's couch.
Political cocksuckers!
I'm gonna
Dude,
piss on
the
his
ottoman.
carpet.
Make
You
sure
need
the
to
ottoman
scream.
is included.
You need a stream of expletives though. It needs to be like fuck motherfucking god.
Right, yeah, you got to put like a good 7 to 12 expletive
Yep.
run.
You have to chain them together in interesting fashions.
Make
That's
it
the
seem
Lumi way.
seamless.
What was the movie? What was the movie where dude was just running around screaming "mother bitches"?
Yes.
That one always cracked me up. He's like "mother bitches."
Don't know.
Fuck. I know which movie you're talking about too now. I just can't think of it.
Someone out there is going to get it before I do. I'm going to look it up. Who's quicker than Fresh's Google foo skills?
This says Bad Boys.
I think it is Bad Boys. Yep, Bad Boys. Freeze, mother bitches!
Google foo. I haven't seen that movie in years.
We just dropped the trailer day before yesterday. They're making another one.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Bad Boys for life.
You can tell when Martin Lawrence starts running low on cash as he comes over and does another Bad Boys movie.
Right? I know there's
Will
something.
Smith might
Mama's
need the
house.
money at this point. Will Smith might need the money at this point.
He's a famous YouTuber now. I don't know if you've heard. He's got that YouTube money rolling through. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's got like an exclusive YouTube contract series where he does like choose your own adventure videos and shit. Like legitimately, he's got like millions and millions and millions of shits on YouTube going right now.
Are they about Scientology?
For Christ's
I
sake.
mean,
I don't think he's a-
I don't have
I don't think
the
he's a
theta
Scientologist.
rating to tell
I
you
thought
that.
he was. No?
No, I don't think Will Smith's a Scientologist.
I thought he
I
was.
wonder how much
not.
his fucking life insurance costs.
I know
considering
he
jumped
I know he has Jada Pinkett Smith convinced that it's okay for him to fuck other people though. I remember
Oh.
that. Because there was a great big old thing about Will Smith's open marriage. And like I don't think Jada's allowed to.
I mean, he is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's true.
I'm the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
South Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground is where you spent most of your days.
That's right.
Chilling out back, relaxing all cool, playing some b-ball outside the school.
Yep.
Don't
There's a couple.
want to make a trouble in my neighborhood.
Got one little fight and my mom got scared.
Auntie and uncle in Bel Air. Oh crap.
Will Smith,
has-
you know what? If Will Smith wanted to DIY, I would have Will Smith on my show. I would happily have Will Smith on my show, and I would completely forget the Bad Boys 2 ever happened.
Doing family safe raps while he mixes liquid with you.
That's right.
I don't know if I can overlook that Aladdin remake.
Oh.
I mean, I know it ain't easy being green, but being blue ain't that fucking hard.
I almost forgot about that.
I think the worst
Hey,
part of
Ross Babe
that
says West Philly is rough. I believe it. Sent Will Smith running to LA.
just glad I haven't watched that remake, to be quite honest. The whole idea of anybody other than Robin Williams as a genie fucking ruins it for me.
That's what I said right out the gate. I'm like, Will Smith of all people should have known better.
Yeah.
Like, I get that they were probably going to go forward with it, with or without him, but that's a point to use your celebrity status to make a statement. Stand up
Yeah.
for something. Like, some things shouldn't be tarnished with a fucking remake. Let the original stand. That's one of those. That's such an iconic thing. Like, not just for children, but for everyone who got to see that level of entertainment evolve and really get embodied by Robin Williams. Like, that was more than just a cartoon back then. Like, that shit really had a societal impact that people don't think about.
I agree.
Take that, folks. Didn't think you'd be getting Aladdin life lessons, did you, motherfuckers? You ain't never had a friend like me.
If we get hit with a copyright strike for that, I will shit a goddamn chicken, a farmer, and a coop to go with it.
Oh, I would laugh so hard, TJ. I'm sorry. I just like, wait a minute. We got a copyright strike for Meter Fresh and Adam doing
Right.
Prince of Bel-Air
Fucking Fresh
theme
Prince
song.
song.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking let it stand, dude. Let it stand.
Right, yeah, I'd be kind of proud of that one.
And be like, it'll only be the second strike.
We'll be on my channel doing the Wednesday shows until TJ gets his channel back in a month.
Right.
Fuck 'em.
Whole new world and tax bracket. Well said, Vape Ross Vape.
That's funny shit.
Crazy.
Who else is excited for Disney Plus?
I am strictly for the Mandalorian.
I
The
was gonna say,
Mandalorian.
yeah, I give no fucks about Disney Plus. I'm just excited about the Mandalorian finally dropping.
You get the Mandalorian. You get access to all the Marvel movies. The new Marvel TV shows are going to be awesome. I can already tell you. I'm a little upset if they don't let Hawkeye go on the air. Did we ever hear if they had canceled Hawkeye completely?
No, it's
I know
still
it's
in hiatus still.
I know Jeremy Renner threatened to kill his wife, but divorces can be ugly.
Well, and even that at this point is all speculation. That's
Say,
coming from a chick with a fucking history of mental illness and attempted blackmail of her own fucking husband. So, yeah, that.
How many careers have we seen get ruined by things like that? From both
Too
sides,
fucking
men
many.
and women saying crazy shit about each other.
Yeah.
Once again, we should let the facts stand. Let's look at the scientific evidence, everybody. The scientific fucking evidence that says vaping is better than smoking.
I agree.
And Hawkeye and the Hawkeye series is going to be awesome, and I want it.
Well, and I think from at least from what they were talking about, that they were going to use the Hawkeye series to build towards the Black Widow movie, or to kind of like throw like hat tips to keep people interested and to tie it all, or help tie more of the fucking strings.
Black Widow movie's coming out early next year.
I thought it was 2022.
Is it 2022?
I think it was 2022.
Yeah.
I thought it was already filming. Because they've got you
all kinds of confused.
Because they.
Yeah, I haven't been able to keep up with it.
Of all the ones I should keep up,
While
it should
ago.
probably be that one, just because I mean, say no more. Oh, it's
2020. It's coming out next year.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So the Hawkeye series is going to be after that. And it was going to be the cool thing about it is it's Jeremy. It would be Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. It would be his daughter, what's her? Haley Stanfield. Haley Stanfield was going to play his daughter. She's a good little actress. Hell of a singer too. So it was going to be those two, and he was going to be basically showing her the ropes, but she's better at everything than he is anyway. And then they have a dog called Pizza Dog that solves mysteries on the side.
I'm a pizza dog.
I love Pizza Dog. And I was really excited. You know, Jeremy Renner and Haley Stanfield, that was kind of beside the point. I was excited for Pizza Dog. Jesse's here. Jesse!
Sticker!
Jesse!
Sticker!
Here he is.
Jesse,
Stand
I
up
miss
for
our
me.
late night. I miss our late night karaoke sessions, Jesse.
Have I not been doing a good job at fulfilling them?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to learn to stick to landing. That's all there is to it. You got to learn to stick to landing. Lou.
I've become really, really
You're
awesome.
getting better.
at
You've
my
been getting better.
remixes.
You trail off a lot though. You got to learn to stick that landing.
Those are
That's what makes
remixes,
it a
though.
thing.
Me and Jesse just sing the normal songs, but really badly.
Yeah, I am good enough to come up with some remixes.
That's what makes it fun.
Oh, so who else is getting fucking snow in their neck of the woods? That's what I want to know.
We had snow on Halloween.
I think I'm getting rain.
Okay, we had snow on Halloween, and then it snowed today. I think they said 2.5 or 3 inches or something like that.
See, it's been warm enough. We've had just like regular thunderstorms today, but if it gets any colder tonight, it's gonna turn.
I'm just saying, I would gladly take a thunderstorm over fucking some snow.
I'm hoping we
Clear
get some
skies
thunder
till
snow.
Monday.
Thunder Snow's awesome.
That shit's awesome.
They had that a couple of years ago up here. I want to say it's about 3 years ago was the last time I saw it up here. It's always a cool thing. It was like fucking January when it happened, so really strange to see in like January when it's super fucking cold out.
Yeah, it's clear skies until Monday, and then we got snow on Monday, apparently, according to whatever.
I'm pretty sure we're getting rain Saturday and Sunday. So my main hot springs day is going to be like cold and rainy, which is awesome.
The thing
Like sitting in a hot springs when it's cold and rainy is amazing.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the outdoor jacuzzi when it snows and you just sit there in the awesomeness and you're like, fucking A.
Yeah. Lumi was telling me how that she couldn't do it and how she was anti hot springs in the snow and anti hot tub in the snow.
Yep.
No way. It's the greatest.
Yep. You don't just dip your toes in and slowly go in, Lumi. You just slide right in, and you basically that much of your face is sticking out.
Yep.
I don't
Let the
like
beard
that.
float.
It hurts. It hurts.
Let the beard float and the hand holding the beverage.
That's right.
It hurts, and I'm not down with it. Just not down with it.
Just the beard sitting there like this, hand just above the water level, holding the beverage out.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I'll pass.
Yeah, it's been in the 50s, so I've been able to ride home in like fairly light riding gear. But going in the morning's a motherfucker.
I bet.
It's like in the 20s every morning. Like,
Pedal faster, I need to warm up.
yeah, exactly. Like how fast can I get my little legs moving early in the ride? And then the bad part is like the cold just seeps the strength out of you. So you're sitting there just pedaling along as hard as you can. And next thing you know, you're exhausted and you're like, fuck, dude, I'm only halfway there.
Do you sing when you do the fuck dude, I'm only halfway there?
Living on
Living on a prayer.
I can't even go that high right now. I'll be like,
Take my we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, whoa. Let's get TJ a copyright strike. Whoa. I think we need a guitar. I think we need a guitar to actually get the strike. That's right. That's right. You know, I bet Van Halen would be litigious. Yeah, he'd be a litigious dude.
At this point, I wouldn't doubt it.
He's still selling out stadiums, so he doesn't really. I don't think he gives too much of a shit because he still sells out stadiums. But I don't know.
When that money stops coming in so easily, though, that'll change.
You know, I think there's proof in life at this point that an older band that can still sell out stadiums, like, there's a good life to be had. Like, you don't have to do state fair. You don't have to release an album every year. You just go on tour when you need it. Just got to keep yourself relevant. Occasionally, you like run someone over with a car, and you're like, "Oops, we'll be on tour next summer."
See you guys later.
Yes, a little bit of context to that whole thing is I am from Connecticut. I would spend my winter breaks up in Vermont, Stowe, Vermont, and my mom would always let us stay in like these really cool places that either have indoor pools or outdoor pools. And so in between snowboarding, we all went over to the hot tub, and I was freezing and could only put my toes in at first because it was so painful, and would just try to scooch down each step while freezing the top half of myself off, going, it's hot, it's cold, it's hot.
You're just making it worse.
Yep, it's like ripping off a Band-Aid. You just gotta do it. And then it's like,
Like doing the polar bear plunge. You just dive right in.
Right, just go, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, polar bear
The
plunge.
endorphins make it all okay.
No, I'm not going to the rally.
That's they do that.
Should make Mr. Loomy drive you over on Saturday.
Is it? I want to say, is it in Lake? I forget. I think it's in Lake Winnebago. They do it here every year. On the first of the year, they have a polar bear plunge. So January 1st. Well, everybody's hungover. Go jump in the water. Insta hangover cure, because you ain't even worried about your goddamn hangover anymore.
That is straighten your fucking brain right out painfully.
Oh, you were hot because you're hungover? You ain't no more.
Right? You're sweaty? Cool, we'll fix that. Done.
And then as soon as you get out, they hand you a beer.
Yep, pretty much. Take you to the warming tent, give you a beer. Thin that blood out. Let's get some circulation going.
oh Jesus.
Jeez.
Not everybody has the means to go, Andrea.
Hey, are you going to foot the bill for the rest of us?
Wow.
Hell, if that's the case,
You're
yeah.
a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I can't, fortunately, go. I'd love to go. You're gonna take me? And are you aware that I have a concealed carry permit?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's how that works, folks.
That's right.
Oh, what just happened?
Whoops.
The finger.
I mean, was that directed like straight at Loomy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's a troll.
The Loomy fan club in full effect.
Oh, I was just gonna let her think about what she did, but Meter said, "Fuck that." Less forgiving man than me, I suppose.
Yeah.
When you got when you got a dingleberry, you don't just sit there and shake. You just be done
Wipe
with
it
it.
right off. All right.
That's right. You be done with it.
So, I mean, it's something, Andrew Young, if you're still out there listening, not everybody has the means to go. Not everybody has the ability to get off work and go, no matter how important it is.
Damn right. If I had the cash, I'd be there. Shit.
If I get the time off, if I get the time off of work, I'd do it.
Absolutely be there.
I would skip work for it if I could afford it. I wouldn't
Yep.
worry about the time off. I call in sick. But I just can't fucking afford it. It is what it is.
Yep. But from the sounds of it, there's going to be thousands of people there. So hope it's a good showing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what Trump's doing. He's like, let's see how many of these assholes show up this weekend.
Never know.
Looks like
Could,
quite a few.
It could be huge.
Bigly.
If the numbers are correct, it's going to be a bigly turnout.
Oh,
I'm hoping so. Show up, blow your clouds at the ground,
Or just hold them in.
be angry.
Or
Just be
drink
angry.
tea and just be a peaceful sort
Be angry.
while being peaceful.
Peacefully angry.
Just make them
I mean,
afraid.
the second the federal flavor ban hits, I mean, you're gonna be seeing the vaping dump Trump signs. I hope he's paying attention. I hope he is. Election year's next year. Vapors are single issue. You do it. Do it. Go ahead. Do it. A couple of governors just found out.
that's right. And more are gonna
We
be on the way.
may not be the biggest demographic, but it's a motivated demographic. That's right, Bona.
Wow.
You tell him. You tell him, Bona.
Get him.
I would love it if a president could lose before the primary. Like he just has to sit in office the rest of the year knowing that he's not going to be the president again. Wouldn't it be fantastic?
That would be pretty hilarious.
Because there's several presidents that really would have happened to, like, badly. It's just one of those, you just sit there and think about what you did situations.
It's like getting detention 20 minutes before class gets out. The last class of the day, knowing that you got to sit there.
For another fucking 30 minutes. God damn it.
That 30 minutes is like the last fucking 4 minutes in a football game.
Right.
It's like timeout, timeout, timeout. You're like, fuck, commercial. Come on, guys.
I think you can vote Asian if you want to. I would just check their stance on vaping. KBN. That'd be my only suggestion. Check their stance on vaping before you cast that Asian vote.
So running, I'm surprised I haven't had any people running from office and knocking at my door lately. It's usually
One of them was walking around handing stuff out here.
Yeah, usually around this time of year they start fucking banging on doors. Haven't gotten anybody yet. I'm waiting. Please tell me when.
I love that. Come on in. Let's have a talk about vaping, shall we?
Right.
Oh, I'm anti-vaping. We'll see if you are by the time you leave this place.
Right. Good luck in November.
Yep. See you on the streets, kid.
It was. Let me look. I'll look real quick. There was two of them that got voted out.
One of them was in Mississippi, and then I forget which the other state.
I think it was. I forget.
I think the other one was Kentucky.
I think you're right. I think it was Mississippi and Kentucky.
We're like a hydra. With all the heads, eventually we'll have all the information. And if you lop one off, two more are coming in its place. Look at that. Yep. VRV said Kentucky as well.
Yep.
We must have it. Oh, shit. I'm out of water. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. It's alright. Suck it up and on to the next.
Suck it up, buttercup.
So what's everybody got going on this week, other than waiting on news to happen?
Yeah, waiting on news.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Just waiting to see where this shit goes, if it goes anywhere. Because the last time he was threatening to do it, everything went quiet. So
Well, and at this point, if they were expecting it sometime today, what's the probability that it happens tomorrow or Friday at this point?
as good a probability as it has been every day this week. So yeah, if that's what they put out, that it's okay for vape shops, like people are gonna be celebrating in the fucking streets like it's a good thing, and it'll just anger me.
Yep. And those are the ones you do need to hit with an actual 2x4 so they understand.
Yeah, like this is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Like all they've done is they put you off for 6 months while they can work more shady shit.
They did a little sleight of hand. They went like this, said, "Oh look, we're gonna let you have this, but back here, we're gonna be fucking you big time."
That's right.
Reach around.
Getting a fist up your asshole.
Right. Well, to be fair, I'm kind of, I don't want to say impressed. I think I'm more surprised that we didn't get it immediately Monday after the booze that guy got over the weekend.
Yeah.
Because despite some media outlets trying to spin that story the other way, some of us were watching that live as it happened, and he really got fucking booed. I don't care how they try and spin that shit. That crowd lost its mind and was chanting "lock him up," and it was fucking hilarious.
Yep. I really don't want to get into that because
I think the worst part of that night was not him though. It was that fucking god awful stoppage.
true
I
enough.
mean, it's easy to say in the moment until you go back and look at the shark bite that was on the side of his fucking
I don't
head.
give a fuck about his shark bite. Let that man
Diaz-
go out on
Diaz
his
was
goddamn
I mean,
shield.
That's the thing though, is that happened in the first round. Like
Yeah, right out of the gate. And
like
it was only getting worse.
when Masvidal grabbed his head and went like this, like that's when that happened.
Between that and the damn near soccer
And you're-
kick as he was going to the ground.
Like it was okay in the first round. It was okay in the second round. What's the stoppage for?
Because it was getting bigger.
I mean,
I forget who it was. Somebody did a progression of it, corner by corner, or fucking stool by stool, and then the after effect, or the after when they actually stopped it and they had him in the back, it was progressively getting larger. And by like when they actually stopped it, I could have fit my fucking pinky in the opening on the side of his face.
Ooh.
That's starting to become a liability at that point, no matter how tough you are. Because I originally was super anti-stoppage, and then I started looking into the actual after effects and the pictures of his face in the back just
Fucked up.
2 minutes after they stopped it. I get it.
I mean,
get
he
it.
could have knocked Nate Diaz's eyebrow off, and Nate Diaz still would have fought. So I think
Right,
that,
but well, that's the thing though. He also could have taken one more punch in the open cut, and it would have paralyzed the side of his face. And it's the doctor's job, literally, to prevent that. So I get it, because I was anti-stoppage as well until I started looking at it after the fact when more information came out, and then I totally fucking jumped ship. I'm on team stoppage was okay now.
Well, I can't jump.
It's fucking eye.
I can't
Let's
jump
start-
ship based on just purely on the fighter still wants to fight. I get it, the doctor has a job to do. I can't fault him for that. Fighter has a job to do. His job's to fight. He said he was still okay to fight. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple things where I think the cut man could have done a little bit better, but you know, because I really think they screwed him in the first round when they didn't address that properly. That probably would have saved that fucking stoppage. But you know, I can't jump ship on it. Look, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Being a fighter, you know that is a possibility. There is also that slim possibility that you could die in the ring. That's just a given. It is what it is. It happens to boxers. We have yet to see it on a pro MMA level at this point. I say yet because eventually it's probably going to happen. I mean, it happens.
We're tap dancing on razor blades. Yeah, it's eventually.
It's a combat sport. That's all there is to it. Any combat sport, it's bound to happen eventually. I mean, at least it's not to the level of that fucking what is it, Lehigh or whatever the hell they call that out in Miramar.
Lethway.
There you go. Yeah.
Lethway is beautiful. I love it.
It's like fucking Muay Thai on steroids with.
It's full contact.
Yeah, and they fucking, if you get knocked out, they let you your corner try to bring you back.
2 minutes.
You get
2 minutes per knockout.
They pick your ass up, drag you to the stool, slap the shit out of you,
around.
Whatever they got to do to wake your ass up.
Yeah.
In fact,
but no ground fighting. No ground fighting. You get taken to the ground. It's your job to help your opponent stand back up.
Yep. And what is it? What's his name? LeDuc.
Dave LeBeck.
Yeah, the fucking
LeBeck,
Canadian. If you guys want to learn about it, go watch the latest episode of Joe Rogan's fucking MMA podcast. I forget what the name of it is, but he's on there. Fucking fantastic, cool ass sport.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're into the whole beating the shit out of other human being sports.
Yeah, I looked into that a lot after I saw that episode. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah. And what's funny is I ran across it once or twice before prior to watching that, but I never actually really paid much attention to it until after I listened to that podcast, and I was like, huh.
Well, and like John Wayne Parr has mentioned it a couple times just in passing that he trained with guys when he lived over there that weren't training to do kickboxing and they weren't training to do Muay Thai. They were training for Lethway, but they all train in the same area. It's like, you got to think if a guy as badass as John Wayne Parr says no to Lethway, that dude holds the record for the most amount of stitches in his face for Muay Thai. Like, he's a jigsaw puzzle. He's a handsome motherfucker now because he got a great plastic surgeon, but he was a jigsaw puzzle at one point in time for getting his shit split up for Muay Thai fights, and he said, no thanks, that's a little too hardcore for me.
Oh,
like, it's serious shit, man.
You know, now that speaking of cuts and things like that, what are the chances that BKFC goes to fucking New York now after that?
Not very likely.
Yeah, never.
I think BKFC is only legal in 2 states right now as it is anyway.
And that's perfectly all right by me. I don't give a fuck where they're holding them at.
They're pretty much all at Mohegan Sun at this point because they like that money up there, and they always sell out crowds. So.
Oh yeah. And not to mention we're gonna get Fight of the Century again.
Yes.
And
indeed.
have you seen the shit talking that's going on between them this time? It's fucking
interesting.
And it's in probably the nicest manner that you can possibly shit talk your friend.
It's almost weird, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. Yeah. That's for a whole nother day, though. Like tomorrow when we talk MMA. Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying. I don't want to bore you guys with stuff that you're not quite that into, but yeah. Definitely something that's at the top of my list.
Hells yeah.
You know, other news. If you're a doctor from New York and you stop a fight, you're going to get booed a lot.
And death threats, apparently.
And death threats, yes, that's right. And
Really? You
harassing
got
of the
death
people
threats
that
on
work
that?
for you.
They've had to close his clinic down all week because they're nonstop getting auto dialed in the office and getting threats on the phone, and they've had people in all black outfits showing up and just hanging out in the lobby of the clinic that doctor originally works in. So they've had to like put him under protective care and close down his whole operation for this week because New Yorkers are fucking crazy. Go figure.
Yep. Makes you wonder, are they going to start making the doctors wear masks when they go in to check these things so that way they don't get noticed for who they are?
I mean, if that's how it's going to work, then we're 2 steps from a scanner darkly.
Fair enough. I'm guessing they just won't take any fight like that ever to New York again.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing, is that Madison Square Garden is known for being the home of literally some of the most iconic fights in the fucking world. Throughout the decades, it has been the home of some of the greatest, most memorable fights in history, and that's going to start decreasing. I guarantee you, knowing that that doctor is potentially responsible for the fights, that is going to decrease. There's going to be very, very slim chance UFC comes back to MSG anytime soon. And with that follows the precedent of other larger organizations. I mean, when you see that they're willing to do it on the UFC, which is literally the biggest US-based MMA platform that there is, why would a little guy want to come behind him and risk that happening to one of their bigger events as well?
Yeah. And,
Sucks.
I think the really funny thing about this weekend was the Canelo fight.
Hell,
The
whack.
MGM waited for the main event to be done with the UFC before they started the main event for the Canelo fight.
They
That way
waited.
they could
held
hope
off.
people would finally buy in afterwards.
They knew they wouldn't be able to compete. There was no fucking way. And I like Canelo. And I don't see Canelo having a whole lot of competition in the boxing world right now, realistically. There's not a lot out there that's actually challenging him. But even he knows his fucking best fight couldn't fucking hold a candle to that MSG fucking 244 card.
No. Let alone, hell, not even next month's card either. This next
Yeah, no
month is
shit.
fucking stacked to this fucking ceiling as well. You know, interesting news out there for those of us who are interested in that. The rest of you, sorry that we just rambled on about that, but you know, I've been waiting on pins and needles since Sunday to talk about it, so. Or since fucking Saturday evening after I went to bed. I dreamed of Cutman and all kinds of wonderful things. Deep nasty. Looked like he got a fucking. Looked like fucking well over 30 stitches, I think, between above his eyebrow and below. On the cheek. Did a good fucking chunk of work there.
Yeah, Diaz was not happy. He's
No.
not happy.
No, and I can understand it. You want to keep fighting, they call it. Not a whole lot you can do. Chances of them running that back immediately are slim to none, though. Guaranteed. I don't think.
I don't know. I mean, I think there's money to be had, and if we know anything about Dana, he likes money.
He likes money, but he doesn't like doing what the fans want or what the fighters want. He likes to do his own goddamn thing. That's the other odd part. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. What the fuck did I watch this weekend? Fuck, I forget the name of it. I watched some fucking show this weekend, and I can't remember the goddamn name of it for the life of me. Oh, when it pops back up, I'll talk about it. Doesn't matter.
Babylon 5? No? Alright.
I didn't do any rewatching of anything like that. I forget what the fucking name of it was.
I'm almost caught back up on Arrow, so that's good. Then I'll get caught back up on The Flash. Then I'll get caught back up on Supergirl. And then Legends of Tomorrow. Well, Legends of Tomorrow is probably my favorite out of all of them.
But you haven't even tried Batwoman yet.
I haven't, because it's still after everything else. After I get caught up on everything else, I can watch it.
I watched a movie last night that I hadn't seen in fucking ages, too.
What's that?
Big Fish.
Big Fish is really good.
It really is a good movie. It'd been so long since I'd watched it. I ran across it on Hulu. I'm like, yeah, why not? It's like that, and there's one other movie that's kind of similar in that storytelling. Fuck is it? I forget the name of it is. God damn it. Secondhand Lions.
Ah,
That one's also a good fucking movie that does that similar kind of storytelling in it.
My kitties are just over here losing their shit.
Fucking kitty riot.
Human, notice me.
Look at me.
Look at me, human.
Look at me, it's the Padme. Look at me, it's Stefana. Yeah.
Mine is doing her normal thing of just lounged the fuck out on the couch. Which is fine. She never bothers me during the show usually.
Yep, I don't have to worry about my cats bothering me. Don't have any.
Cat free.
I can't have a cat anyways. The missus is fucking allergic.
That's what she tells you.
Well, she's fucking allergic because when we go to my parents' house, they have 2 cats and she
She's a mess.
fucking hot mess. Just bloodshot red eyes, clogged up nose, itchy as shit. I'm going, yep.
I have no fucking idea what it's like to have animals that wouldn't interrupt you during a fucking show.
Yeah, right.
I was literally just letting the fucking beasts out because they were going ape shit.
You have 300
Apparently.
pounds of dog.
No, they're, between the 3 of them, there's closer to 400.
There you go.
Yeah, and they're psychotic anytime there's a noise anywhere. Yeah, poor Ivana.
Waiting for
Uh,
next fucking month. My brother is coming in from Washington for Christmas, and he's bringing his
shit.
fucking Akita and his husky.
Oh,
He's
wolf
got-
dogs.
His fucking Akita is massive. Just fucking huge. My stepdad, he's like 6. I don't know if he's like 6'1", 6'2". And when that dog stands up on its back legs, puts its paws on his shoulder, and they're fucking eye level at each other. I'm going, that's a
Shit.
huge bitch.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, the husky's no small dog either, but compared to that Akita, it's fucking tiny.
Oh,
Wow. Hello.
Wow.
Hi there.
Somebody sounds pissed.
Poor Padme.
Amy, not happy.
Mimi's not a happy kitty. Oh, you know what's happening now, Mimi? You know
I
what's
saw that
happening
earlier
now?
too, V-Dog. I got reminded
Oh,
every
poor
time I went to
baby.
YouTube about that YouTube
Yeah.
is updating their terms of service in December.
I probably need to read that just to make sure it's not going to affect this in any way.
I gave it a
shape, or form.
glance, but I bookmarked it so I could actually, go over it.
It's,
Fine
yeah,
tooth comb.
all the basic shit got left alone. All the updates from what I was reading so far, because I glanced at it earlier, pertain to strikes and to content removal from YouTube and more fine print and legalese breakdowns of what's eligible and what's not eligible and what's appealable and what's not appealable now.
Yeah, and they also said that they were working on like giving you more of a warning before they just start snatching shit down. Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing that I noticed that I was like, okay, but what does that mean? So how are you
Right.
going to change it? Like, because they ripped down the damn Beatles episode of this show with a quickness.
Vestiges.
It didn't even make it through the evening. It was like within 15 minutes of the show being off the air.
Yeah, we were still in here in Zoom
Yep.
when you told us you were about to go to sleep. We're like, Jesus.
Yeah, those motherfuckers quick with the fucking fire.
so is this what they announced a while ago? That everything was going to be on the Google's ability to recognize shit? Is that what this is?
I don't know, actually.
Is that what's finally happening? Like companies are not going to be able to go in and
Right, and cherry pick.
cherry pick.
Hopefully.
Algorithm based, basically.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
It'd make it a little easier, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know how
interested.
that's gonna work out because you know what? Even when they say they're not gonna cherry pick, but they're still gonna run the same fucking algorithm that's gonna pull any of their shit. It's the same fucking thing. Or do they need to have somebody from their company run across it and go, "Oh yeah, this is ours"?
Well,
Or have-
most record companies, they have people who
On-
it is their
on
sole
staff.
job
Yeah, that's what they
to
do.
do that. Yeah, it's crazy.
hunt through shit, see if any of it's ours.
See if anybody's sharing anything copyrighted.
Yep.
It's crazy. So yeah, I'm interested to see what it's about. I'm gonna read it like in detail. Train tomorrow.
Well, that, and I have a feeling a lot of it, or at least a good chunk of it, has to do with the passing of Article 13 in the EU. Because that kind of fucks everybody, YouTube especially, but like all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everybody, because Article 13 holds the website or the company responsible for the publishing liable for any copywritten content published on their site internationally. So they were saying right out the gate that was going to be a problem if it got passed, and it got passed. And it's right about the time that Article 13 is going to start to step on people's dicks.
Yep.
Hashtag know your international law.
I kind of heard about this, but I didn't know much about it, so I'm kind of glad you mentioned it.
Yeah,
More to read.
Folks who have an inclination to, I wouldn't even say rely on, but just people that use things in the sense of fair use are going to have a lot harder of a time to get that through with Article 13 being allowed, because the websites aren't going to give you the option anymore. It's just going to automatically be, algorithm flagged because of the liability that the website or the host doesn't want to take the potential lawsuit. Yeah, see, 100,000 people marched in Berlin against Article 13. Exactly.
Jesus fuck.
It's another one of those stories that probably didn't get as much recognition in the U.S. as it should have, because it doesn't necessarily affect the U.S. as much. But companies like Google and like YouTube and like Facebook are going to have to start reacting to the repercussions that it's going to have internationally now that they're going to start getting hit by it.
Jesus.
Yeah, stay informed, folks. Education is the best thing you can get. You can give it to yourself on the internet.
I like the
Sometimes. Just don't trust everything you run across on the internet.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. Everything you get on the internet is going to be right. I'm just saying that's where you can get it.
And if your Google foo sucks, don't go by it.
I have
Always
awesome
fact check.
Foo.
Not everybody has good Google foo skills. Believe me. We're in the field I work in, there's sometimes somebody looks something up in Google and said something, I'm like, you're dumb as fuck. And if you
I can
can't
taste it
pronounce
again.
what you're reading, you probably shouldn't be trying to quote it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, who thought this was a good idea, though?
what about that diacetyl?
Article 13. Like, I just don't get what people think anymore. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. All I can do is get angry and hit my desk.
Grr.
Sometimes you got to.
Later, ID Boca.
Have a good day at work, brother.
Peace.
Don't kill anybody. I'm just saying that because I think about it just about every day while I'm at work. Now, I don't act on those thoughts. I just want to make that very clear. I'm not that kind of person to act on killing anybody. However, if I ran across some of these people, I might shake the ever-living shit out of them, but I'm not going to kill them. I'm just saying.
Good shaking does wonders, though.
I'm saying there's some of them I'd like to find out if they can get shaken baby syndrome as an adult. That's all.
Sometimes just like Addie Tooney said, sometimes you just gotta smack people.
I like smacking people too.
And this
Like
is
that was hilarious. Sometimes you just gotta pop them. Set it on Saturday.
That's awesome.
Like, all right, Tooney. Like we were trying to go out. We were trying to do the gizzard stew thing, and Tooney must have been upset about something because he's like trying to be nice to some people. Sometimes you gotta pop 'em. Like, hold up, Tooney. Hold up. Let's put the stewing on hold for a second. Did you just say pop people?
This is pop pop.
Like, open the door, be nice to them, but sometimes you got to put them through the glass. It's just how shit goes. But I mean,
Oh, that made me
Some-
when I was working in the bar with my cousin. Myself and my cousin, we threw a guy through the fucking front door. And when I say through the door, I mean through the glass door.
jeez.
We didn't even open it, just fucking. Boss was not happy. However, he did get a kick out of it because he was working at the time. He was not happy with us. You could at least open the fucking door. Yeah. Broken glass with people's head. Not our fault. We don't care.
But yeah, I mean, there's some truth to that. Some people's prerogative has been improved by just a nice shot to the face.
I had a couple ex-girlfriends like that.
Moisturizer. All right.
Here, Joe. All right. Well, it is that time. Let's take it around the room, get the geese and
I
get the
smell-
flock out of here.
I smell asparagus cooking, so I know what I'm having for dinner. My pea's gonna smell funny all day tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome.
Piss all over the floor in there, just so that way they can't get rid of it. All right. Who wants to go first?
Not it.
Not it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Fresh03. I'm not running any shows this weekend. I'm gonna be up in the Canadian Rockies, contemplating life. Hopefully, it snows on me a little bit while I'm in the hot spring, and just enjoying life. But there's gonna be plenty of stuff on this weekend that you can check out. If you're not getting your DIY fix, you can tune in. Tam Vapes is going to be running shows. I believe Daytime Frank is going to be running shows. Who else is running shows this weekend? The Mix and Vixens are running shows. Rin, it should be a Rin weekend, so there should be a Rin show on Sunday. The Mix and Vixens. Developed is tomorrow. You can see the Developed live show tomorrow. They were doing a creme brulee lemon tart earlier this week, so it'll be the final analysis on it and how it turned out, because they should have about a week's steep on it normally. But yeah, it's gonna be great things going on. Friday night, if you're looking for something to watch, you can watch Vape Stew, or if Lumi decides to run a show, you can watch the Lumi Takeover. Yeah, that's about all I got. Just because I'm not around this weekend doesn't mean there's not a lot of things going on. So check it out, everybody. That's all I got. Everybody be beautiful to each other. Educate, advocate, and fuck you, Donald Trump, Melania Trump, anybody that accepts what's coming. Fuck you. Don't accept it. Fight. Be angry. Hit your desk. Over to Lumi at the snarly face desk.
You can't go hitting shit and then be like, over to Lumi. That's not how this works.
At the snarly face desk.
You can't hit me and then expect me to perform. Like, that's not how this works. Anyways, I'm Lumi. You can find me here. There's a link to my Twitch where you can subscribe if you're an Amazon Prime member, and resubscribe if you want to reapply it every month, which is awesome. A link to my Discord, Instagram, and Facebook. In all of these places, you will find all of the happenings of Lumi. Wherever she may be, we'll be there. You can find me on Mix and Vixens, I'm No Joe Podcast, Fresh's channel, Golf Tea's channel. Find me all over. If you need me, I'll be there. Unless I'm asleep, which is during your hours that you normally wake up. There you go. Thanks for having me. To Adam.
Hi. Join the group. Click that link, join the group. I know I didn't come through this week, and I apologize. My voice and my sinuses are still jacked, but the winner is picked. All the tracks are done. I just need to sing it. So, and get your thoughts together on your favorite classic hit television themes, because next week that is going to be the theme for the song. Hit television shows. Hit being the operative word.
Does Ronin Warriors count?
I don't know what that is, so that I may not count that. But if it's fucking awesome, I might just let it slide.
G.I. Joe.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or Transformers, or you know, like just anything. Fucking Perfect Strangers, fucking Full House. I don't care what it is. Cheers. Like just start compiling them, writing them down, and that'll be next week.
Well, if Cheers wins, can you sing the whole thing? Because the whole thing is depressing as fuck.
It is really sad.
Yeah.
It's a very melancholy song. But yeah, just join the group. That's all I gotta say. Stand up for yourself. Don't accept bullshit. We're better than this. We all quit smoking together. We all need to stand up for the shit for everybody else who needs to quit smoking, because there's an option out there for us all now. And if we don't fight this, that option's going to be limited. And it shouldn't be limited, because flavors help us quit. We are all proof positive of that in this room right here. So that's all I got to say. Thanks for having me, TJ.
Well,
Advocacy desk.
on that note, first and foremost, thank you guys all for coming out. It's always good to have you. I'm glad we let Fresh go today. That was fantastic. Got to get it out. Since he's not having shows this week, and we got to let him blow some steam off. And it was a good reason to blow steam off. If you're not angry or fucking surprised or upset or motivated, if you're not something, you probably don't have a fucking pulse at this point. So make sure you're doing your part. You're educating, you're advocating. Not for any of us in here. Not for the people to your left or your right, but those people that come behind us that have not made the switch from the stinkies. That's who we have to continue to do that for. And remind your politicians, we will vote you out. There's running proof of that. We will vote you in if you've already done stuff for us. There's proof of that out there as well. So, be a single issue voter if at all possible. And, you know, just have some controlled chaos in your life, because it makes every little bit of that go a lot easier. To be quite honest, most of your life is chaos, period. It's just in a controlled fashion. I don't have a whole lot to say other than I'll see you guys tomorrow night. If you're into MMA, you know where I'll be. Over on I'm No Joe, talking shit and covering news and fights and kickies and punchies and all sorts of other wonderful jazz. You guys all have a great night. We'll see y'all next week. Off to the one, the only, the Meter Vapes.
So, first and foremost, thank you, TJ, for having a show every Wednesday that folks like myself and my fellow enraged panelists can come to get our brains back to some semblance of normalcy. Thank you to everyone who is watching this, whether you are here with us live now or you are watching this on a replay. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are the reason that we get to keep doing this. Like the show said, it's all about controlled chaos. Speaking of controlled chaos, here's all the controlled chaotic places that you can find my goofy ass, including tomorrow night on the I'm No Joe podcast for all your punchy kicky needs, or over on Instagram for your notifications for all of the I'm No Joe podcast for all of your punchy kicky needs, or even over on Mixer for all of your super pleb gaming needs. That's right, I'm also doing that now to prepare your eyes and avert your ears, hide small children, keep sharp objects safely pointed away from your face. But controlled chaos in terms of vaping means keep your shit together, folks. Do not go gentle into that good night. Fight. Do not be complacent. You don't have to be the loudest voice in the room, but you can't afford to be the only quiet voice in a room anymore. Those days are gone. If you want any chance to be able to continue the life-saving technology that got everyone you are listening to together out of the air and formed a community, you have to do something. Whether that's passing on information, whether that's educating the uninformed, you have to do something. The time for complacency is over. You don't have to be polite. You don't have to be a yes man, but you have to do something. You don't have to do everything, but you have to do something. Because if we do nothing, we're doomed. We have to band together or we will be banned together.
That's right. So now, there's only one question left. Do you guys
There's only one way to rock.
think I should send this out with another world second or something completely different?
Be a re-premiere.
Yep. The repeat, as it were.
Sure.
There you go. I know. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the repeat of the world premiere.
Don't be a doormat.
Pre-premiere.
Deuces.
I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? It seems like every day it's something else. Sometimes you'll have to do things by yourself, 'cause I can't do it all for you. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around? Will you go find someone else when you need some help? Will you tell them that they're doing it wrong? Well, I guess that's how it is. I do not want to be your punching bag, 'cause I'm done with that. I will not let myself be a doormat, 'cause I don't want to be walked on. What will you do when I am nowhere to be found? What will you do when I'm not around?
Thank you, Cleveland. Good night.